Alright, let's see if anyone shows up. Alright, Q&A, TikTok Live. We got Trash Panda, Kyle, Dom. I'm gonna be doing a Q&A podcast style. Let me know if you guys can hear me. What's up, Kyle? Give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear me. We're doing a Q&A, so I'm waiting on the first question here. First question is, Zach, what are you doing right now? Well, I'm riding my bike in my garage, so I'm training for an Ironman right now. Zach, why do you have tape on your face? So it was, no, I don't want to co-host with anyone. So I got the tape on my face. I was running track practice like 3 weeks ago, and I was filming my friend, and I was holding the camera kind of like this, and I didn't see a bench in front of me, and I fell, and the gimbal went straight into my face, and I cut my face open, and now I have to wear this tape on my face because I don't want to have a scar, but it's gonna scar for sure. Am I allowed to put music on here?
I've got a lot of friends, but I don't hear from them. What's another night all alone when you're spending every day on your own? And here it goes. I'm just a kid, and life is a nightmare. I'm just a kid, I know that it's not fair. Nobody cares 'cause I'm
Currently rewatching my Big Brother season. That's cool. Big Brother was dope. Yeah, you know what? I'll answer some Big Brother questions. All right, we got UGC creator that wants to join. All right, let's talk content. Let's see if creator to join. Oh no, I didn't want to invite you. All right, I'll answer some Big Brother questions. Zach, is Big Brother rigged? I wouldn't say Big Brother's rigged, but the producers definitely manipulate parts of the game to favor certain people. So for example, in the Battle of the Block competition where we wanted to backdoor Frankie, Caleb threw the competition, but it ended up being a competition that was easier by yourself. So also in the diary room, they kind of manipulate you into thinking things. For example, they would say something like, Zach, do you think Frankie actually has your back, or do you think he's playing you? And then I would be like, wait a second, is Frankie playing me? So they would like kind of create a wedge within a relationship on purpose. So Big Brother's kind of rigged. But I had a good time. It was a really cool experience, once in a lifetime experience. And I would not do it again. Zach, would you do Big Brother again? No. I would not do Big Brother again. No chance. I'm married and shit. And I have a great life, and I would not want to leave my life to do any other. Would you do another reality TV show? Probably not. I don't know what reality show I would do, but in order for me to actually do a reality TV show, it would have to be like less than 2 months, less than 6 weeks. And there's not a lot of reality TV shows where you're only gone for that short amount of time. And I would have to get paid at least 6 figures, and they don't do that. They don't pay people 6 figures to go on a reality TV show. I mean, look, there's definitely exceptions like Johnny Bananas and, you know, maybe some other people that, and we're talking like CBS reality TV shows. I'm not talking like the Kardashians or shit. You know what I mean? What about the traders? So if the traders took less than 6 weeks to film and they paid 80 grand, I'd probably do it. But it would have to take a lot for me to leave my life for over a month to be on a reality TV show. And honestly, like, reality TV, in my opinion, doesn't give you the amount of fame that it used to do, because now you can just make funny viral videos on social media and get famous. Like, you don't need to go on TV to get famous anymore. Do I still have the green Eskimo Joe's tank top? No. No, I don't have any of the shit. Look, I kept nothing from Big Brother except for two things. And it's right here. It's next to me. It's the Steelers jersey that I wore in the Battle of the Block against Frankie. And I also kept my Gator shirt because that's just iconic. And I kept my comic book thing. And I actually have my Vito shirt, my OTEV green Hawaiian t-shirt still. But yeah, I haven't really kept any of the memorabilia from Big Brother. Pink hat? No, if you watch the season, Victoria ripped up my pink hat. She destroyed my pink hat in a very conniving, diabolical, evil way. She destroyed my hat. How ridiculous was Beast Mode Cowboy's crush on Amber? Look, I got nothing but amazing things to say about Caleb. He is one of the nicest, most genuine dudes on earth. Like, I fucking love Caleb. So, his crush on Amber was a storyline, right? I mean, they blew it up a little bit on the show. Yeah, did he have a crush on her? Yes. Did he, do a cringy date? Yes. But the producers play into that, right? So Caleb's he's a gentleman, dude. You know what I mean? So, but it was funny to watch his crush on Amber, looking back. Next question. Do you stay in contact with anyone from the show? No. No, I don't stay in contact with anyone from the show. No. Do I have beef with anyone from the show? No. But I texted with Cody one time in the last 3 years to, congratulate him on the birth of his child. And I spoke to Derek one time in the last 4 years. Haven't spoke to Frankie. I spoke to Hayden. I met up with Hayden actually in Oklahoma randomly during my Ironman. Look, we all are living our own lives, and we all have a lot of things going on. Just like all you 48 people in here. Like, you guys have shit going on. It's hard to stay in touch with people. It's hard to stay in touch with your family, let alone people you were on a reality TV show with for 90 days. Life is really tough for us living in 2026. We have a lot of distractions, and we have a lot of people across media, whether it's social media or the news or sports or whatever, that distract us from the things that are most important. And a lot of us, we think we want something that'll make us happy, but that might necessarily bring us the happiness that we expect. So back to maybe I'm getting a little too deep now. I'm like 9 miles into this ride. It's hard to stay in touch with people, anybody, let alone people you were on a reality TV show with 12 years ago for 90 days. So that was just, life is, ask me some questions about life. Ask me some deep questions about life. I can get deep if you give me the runway. See you on BB30, no chance. Can I say, hi Jenna, just did. How long did it take me to come up with the eviction poem? Quite a while, but there's a lot of time to kill in the Big Brother house. Do I play pickleball? A little bit. I'm more of a golfer. And I like to run and ride my bike. Where do I see myself in 10 years? Honestly, doing exactly what I'm doing right now. In my garage, watching music videos from the early 2000s, working out, doing the same type of work, social media stuff, running my agency, probably have a kid. And, I'm a homebody. If you scroll through my content over the last 5 years, I've traveled to a lot of places. Bali, Barcelona, Colombia, Hawaii twice, Italy, Spain, Switzerland, France. I've been to a lot of places, and I've checked off a lot of things on my bucket list. Fortunately, I've been fortunate enough to travel and things and spent my money to travel for a couple years. But now, I don't want to leave my house. I want to sit in my house with my wife and my dog, and I want to work from home. I just want to work out in my garage, play golf, run some errands, go to Trader Joe's, make content. I really just want to live a super, super simple life. And I've been creating a much smaller circle for myself. I'm an extrovert. I have a lot of friends. I meet random strangers in the elevator, invite them over to my house for a pool party. But I've started to say no to more people. I've stopped answering a lot of people, and it's nothing against them. I'm just staying loyal to some boundaries that I'm creating when it comes to friendships, because I don't have a lot of extra attention to give between working out 2 hours in the morning, trying to stay focused at work for 8 hours, having extremely intentional quality time with my wife from 5:30 p.m. until 8 p.m., and then winding down, getting ready for bed to wake up the next day at 5:30 a.m. to hit the gym. Like, I don't have a lot of time to make extra phone calls and be on the phone with someone for 20 minutes. That's just not a priority for me anymore. I have all the friends that I need. I don't need to make any more friends. Organically, I've met a lot of new friends over the last year or so, but these are friends that I work out with. These are friends that I run with. These are like business partner type friends. I don't need any new friends to hang out with. What would you guys rate that answer? 0 of me being like, crazy, Zach, you're an idiot, and 10 being like, you know what, Zach, I strongly agree with that message. I want you to put in the chat a number between 0 and 10. 0 if you really strongly disagree, and 10 if you're like, you know what, he's got it figured out. All right, I see a lot of 10s. All right, so now, do you guys mind if I share my advice on how you guys can kind of get close to that? And not saying you're not there now, because some of you might be in the same position. And this is unsolicited advice, but if you give me permission, so in the chat, if you're giving me permission, say, I give you permission in the chat. I want you to type, I give you permission. And if I see a couple of those, I'll give you guys my opinion on what I think you guys can do to get close to that. All right, permission granted. All right, bet. So I think the best exercise to figure it out is mapping out the perfect day. What does the perfect day look like? What time are you waking up? What are you doing the first 2 hours of your day? How are you spending your working hours? Where are you? Are you working from home? Are you working in an office? Maybe you're not working at all. And then what are you doing from 4 p.m. until 7 p.m., which is usually dinner time? Who are you spending dinner time with, and where are you going to be? And then what are you going to do after dinner? And when I map out my perfect day, it's wake up at 5:15, get in my car by 5:30, arrive to the gym by 5:45, work out for an hour at the gym. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we got yoga at 6:30, and then I get home at 7:45, 8 a.m., share coffee with my wife, spend 15, 20 minutes with her, jump on the bike usually, bike for an hour, get a solid 10 miles in, and then 9 a.m., we're grinding. 9 a.m. till 12, 3 hours of locked in deep work, making content, touch points with clients, concepts for new clients, looking at videos for clients. I run a social media marketing agency. And then for lunch, we hit the gym. 12:30, we're going to LA Fitness. We're getting a quick 20-minute workout in. And then we get home at 1:15, 1:15 to 4, 3.5 hours, laser focused deep work. The same things I was talking about earlier, from 9 till 12, we're doing from 1:15 to 4, but 1:15 to 4 is more like, just more content. Like honestly, like afternoon is content. And then dinner time, and then like 5:30, my wife gets off work. We go for a 20-minute walk around the neighborhood, and then at about 6:30, time for dinner. We hit dinner, and then after dinner, we chill. Tonight, I'm hitting the bike. Just got done 10 miles. That's my TED Talk for today. As much as I would love to like consistently go live to chat with you guys, because I enjoy just talking. I can't do this consistently. I don't know how often I go live. This is the first time I've gone live in a couple years. And I just, was in a good mood. I watched a bunch of music videos already. But thank you guys so much for joining my TED Talk. This was a fun live. And maybe I'll see you guys again. And look, if you're in this live, look, hold on. If you're in this live, go to my Instagram. My most recent video is me with like a flamingo head on. Go to that page and comment, I was in your TikTok live. Go to my most recent Instagram reel, which I posted 15, 20 minutes ago. And it's a video of me with a flamingo head on. And I want you to comment, I was in your TikTok live. All right? You guys enjoy the rest of your night. I'll talk to you guys soon. How do I end this?